we doing?
Are we live or Memorex?
What am I doing here?
Oh, it's red. But you never know with this stuff anymore these days.
Well, it says we're live on YouTube.
Okay, then I guess it's working.
Hello?
Hello.
All right, buddy. Thank you for showing up to Fish Talk. I can't believe it's been 78 episodes. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strong.
We're doing a
Slack.
fish. I know, right? I can't. Listen, there's days I can't make it.
Yeah,
I
I
was
get it.
surprised I made
I
it
get it.
this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that you made it to my stream this morning. That was
But thanks everybody for showing up tonight. And just to let you know, Doc, I started before 6 o'clock, so you both lose. That's why I did that. I was reading the chat. But yeah, we're going to talk about the fish walk that we was at yesterday.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I was like, I was thinking it was 2 days ago because I was up until 2 in the morning taking care of fish and plants. Yeah, and yes, I could not make it to you. Yeah, that's another thing. I was supposed to live stream with Doc Anthony yesterday. I was planning on it. I got home. I was telling him I told him I didn't get back till like 6:30. No sooner I get back home, I had to drive an ambulance. We had 2 calls in a row. And I didn't get back until like 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe a little later.
jeez.
And I didn't get to bed till 2.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. That's why I was really surprised I woke up this morning for Jason's stream.
Me too.
Who's the king?
Did you stay for the whole stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go back to sleep? Just woke up. I'm here.
No, I was actually there for the whole thing. I was being nice during your stream, but since it's my stream, why in the hell didn't you wash that sand out first?
I don't know, man. In hindsight, I totally should have. I thought it was cleaner. The kid looked cleaner in the bag than it was. Let's put it that way. It looked like it was pretty
The
clean.
bag lies.
The bag lies, indeed.
The bag lies.
And I'm still doing it. I actually put a filter, I bought one at the swap yesterday. It was like a little miniature sponge filter.
Yeah.
I just threw it in there just to kind of clear it up because it's still cloudy as hell. And it's been 6 hours? Yeah.
I bought a bag of that and I never used it because
It's pretty fine sand.
I looked at how fine it was. I'm like, how's this going to work? Like
I think the idea is not to stir it up too much.
I
Well,
even
you're
think
putting a flounder in. I wouldn't imagine a flounder's not going to stir it up.
Well, you know what I mean. But as go down there and mess it all up. The flounders it's probably perfect for them. It's a nice fine sand. I think they're gonna love it.
I guess what I'm wondering is like if you washed it out, would you lose most of it?
I don't know. Actually, I never thought about that.
Have to wash it through a cheesecloth. If it's that fine.
A cheese bag?
Yeah, cheese bag.
Cheese bags. A fresh cheese bag.
A fresh one. You can't use used cheese bags. There's all sorts of residue in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say some hellos. We got Patty, Color Guppies in here, Doc, Richard Reynolds, Bionic Bigfoot. How you doing, Dennis? Jenny Lynn, Monster Fish Gal. I gotta do that. It helps me remember who I said hello to. We got this fella. We brought him out of hibernation.
That's it. Lefty came out of witness protection.
Dennis Christensen, Linda Worth. Oh man, that's a good one. Shell, how you doing? It's been a while. Q Aquatics, which she's up next, by the way.
Woo woo.
Lumpy Dog. All right, sorry. Well, you're here now. I just got him in trouble. He's probably getting.
Just ratted him out. What?
Should have read that before I clicked on it. Sandy Dowdy, Amicia, new local Austin. How you doing, Bob? Andy Carson. Boots Cats. Say that 10 times fast.
Boots cats, 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 boots cats. I got about 5.
The Office. And we got Steve Fish Rumor, which he hung
Steve.
out with us. How you doing?
Yep.
Let's see here. We got Liquid Zoo, Funny Viper.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
And I think, there's Dee Dee. We're at the bottom.
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee,
Hello to all the lurkers.
Bob here.
You don't have to chat. If you want to listen, that's fine. If we just needed it for something to look at, well, that's fine too. Hey, Lub, how you doing? So we all went to this fish walk minus Paul because he didn't want to drive.
I don't want to drive.
That's quite a haul for Paul, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It was like
That's-
8 hours.
He has lefty beat on that one.
True.
That is
What the
true.
heck would be?
That's true. Yeah.
That is true.
I got to say that the drive there was not bad at all.
No, it was
wow.
2 hours for me.
About an
Pretty
hour for
straightforward.
me. It was great.
I didn't really hit no traffic, which I was thankful for.
I was surprised.
Yeah. Especially for you coming from the north down.
I usually always hit it right after the tap. Just for some reason, there's always traffic.
The
Where was
Tappan
it?
York, PA. So I went over the tap. I always take the tap. I refuse to take 95.
Yeah, that's kind of 95 zings are like a little west, right? Or I'm east.
Technically, it's
of where you need
faster,
to
but
be.
I avoid 95 like the plague whenever I can.
Yeah.
Listen, you got no bridge in Philadelphia. They burnt the bridge down, so
They got a temporary one. Apparently, PennDOT could get it together to build an entire temporary bridge, emergency bridge, in 2 weeks. It'll take them 20 years to finish the rest of the project.
well, that temporary bridge is going to be there for 20 years.
Exactly.
that is the bridge.
It is.
Yeah, when it comes to Pennsylvania roads, they're probably going to put wooden planks down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
There's
gonna
just some
put wooden-
plywood boards from Home Depot.
Listen, I don't care where you go in Pennsylvania. You're always going to find a pothole you can drive a semi into.
Yep.
That's very true.
Hey, that's what keeps our mechanics going.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of business for the mechanics around these parts. Or-
Yeah,
For people like me, they call it shade tree mechanics.
Mm.
yeah. So, what'd you get at the swap yesterday there, Skipper?
I didn't get nothing.
Yes, Skibbity.
Liar.
All right, I did.
Liar.
I actually got fish and plants. I should have bought some food. I didn't even think of that. We'll get to that here in a minute because somebody bought some shrimp food that was kind of interesting. But I got
Oh,
some Aspidorus. I had a tank that crashed literally 2 days before this swap.
wait.
And that sucks. And I can't pronounce it. It starts with an S. I think it's like Splitotis or something like that.
Aspidoras. I don't know what they were.
They're in this tank. I actually got a heck of a deal on them. Got them 2 bags for the price of one because I waited till the end. Or I could have got more stuff. But I wasn't going to be greedy. I figured I'd let her make some money
Yeah, right.
because she was that one. That
There's
woman.
some deals.
I'm trying to remember her name. I said what it was in
You
yours.
said Diane Blevins, I believe you said, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's very, very lovely lady. Very nice.
Yeah.
Fish rumor. I got some fish rumor stir buys. Corey's again.
Yeah, Steve's great.
Got some guppy grass off of him, which is all through this tank right now. Did an experiment. You put in other tanks, and it dwindles to like 1 or 2 sprays.
The guppy grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this tank, there's a ragonite in it. So I
Oh,
want to see
puffery.
how well it does. If it keeps, if it does, then I know my tanks are way too soft for guppy grass.
Are you fertin at all?
Point.
Your tanks
Uh,
with the plant?
I was, but I misplaced that stuff.
Mm.
I have no idea where I set that, and it's driving me nuts. I'm gonna have to rip this house apart. But I got a crypt, octopus plant. I can't say that word.
Sounds like there's an airplane going outside.
The cardinalis. Is that right, Vinay?
Wait, hold that up again. I'll make it big.
I don't think it'll focus.
Lobelia cardinalis.
Lobelia.
Oh yeah, you got that from
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah,
right?
lobelia. It's actually, you can actually grow it in your garden.
Cool stuff.
So it works.
Immersed?
Well, no, just as a
Yeah.
regular garden plant.
I have it
really?
in my bowl.
It'll go in like wet soils, but
Like a
it'll go.
creeping
It does not
general
have to
thing,
be, underwater or partially immersed. It's works just as well above water as it does below.
I
Interesting.
also got Anubis pinto.
Oh, you got one of those too?
That's the
I got
variegated
two of
one.
them. I got two of them actually. I got one on a rock
Yeah,
and
they're cool.
one not on a rock.
I got a piece too.
Did you?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I was 10. I should have, man. They were
I've
cool.
been looking at getting it for a while because somebody else had them at one swap, but I didn't get it, or they didn't
Yes,
bring it, and I was like, "Oh man, that's what I really want."
Lotus.
I also, I'm trying to, there was something else. Oh, Small World Aquatics was selling this driftwood that she already boiled. That way it'll sink right away. It's cedar wood. I'm going to put
Cedar wood.
either the bulbitis on it or that Anubis. I have the one that's not attached. There's something else. Oh,
Wouldn't
I got-
cedar wood be dangerous in a fish tank?
Yeah,
Doesn't it
I
have
would
like
be
that?
very careful with cedar, Skip.
Well, it's not.
Um,
It's not.
It's got resin in it.
It's not
Yeah.
actual cedar. I forget the name she called it. Anyways, and then I got green blue Moscow guppies. The whole reason for me getting the guppies was because you notice something's not in this tank right now.
Fish.
They went to their home on the other side of the wall last night. They're doing great.
Is that a metaphor for like the big pond in the sky?
No, there's 75 gallon on the other side.
Oh, okay. Okay, just checking.
No, they went to Fishymon's house.
If I ain't gonna lie to you, if they'd have been dead this morning, you would not be seeing my face right now.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
You've had them for a while now, yeah.
Highly pissed off because I had them for 2 years now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've had them for a bit.
September. Well, this year will be 3. I think it's like December. I got them again. No, next year will be 3. Anyways,
Yeah, this
they're
kind
in the 75. They're doing great. Oh, and I did get. That's another plant I got was the bulbitis. Same stuff that you had gotten,
Oh yeah.
and that's pretty much it. I feel like there's something more. I'm looking in the tanks, but no, that's all I got. That's good enough.
Good.
That's not a bad haul.
Nice little haul.
It was more plants that I was looking for than fish.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's-
kind of what I was doing too.
Yes, Doc, it's a quarantine tank at the moment.
It was a
It's
nice,
still a
nice little
special
turnout.
tank.
Special tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doc, that's a special tank for all the nice fishies you're going to bring Skipper back from Peru.
Mmm.
That'd be nice. But but yeah. There is a plan for this tank. Also, on my way home, I stopped at Petco to get nets because I didn't have nets big enough for them fish that were in there. I had to get. I didn't know what to get, so I got an 8 and a 10 inch. So the 8 did fine. Oh man, when I was fishing them out last night, my dumb ass took the lid the whole way off, and one went flopping.
Yeah, I heard that. I was on the phone with
I was on the phone with Vinay, and I'm like, I screamed the F word. I'm like, son of
Yeah,
a.
he was not happy. He was not happy.
I was like, oh, there's like drains that are close to this tank. But if it went down the drain, I was screwed.
It was almost a hole in one.
Oh man, that would have a hole in one.
I would have just had to flush water down it so go the rest of the way. I mean, there was no fishing it out, that's for sure. But Yeah, that kind of freaked me out. So I hurried up and put the lid back on. Yeah, rookie move. You're right, because that's the first time that I have ever had that size fish. Every fish that I've had have been small.
Yeah, and they get powerful when they get big like that, man.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
they're
realize how more
powerful.
powerful they are.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you get one of them things in that net, you know it.
Yeah, exactly. Like my bala sharks are no joke. They're not like
It's like they're like
intimidating.
bass. Like once you hook a bass, they go straight down. That's what they were doing. If
Yeah.
they would have been, if they would have been bigger, I'd have been screwed.
Doc wants to know if he should bring wild discus to sell at the Clash.
I would say yes. Why not?
Yeah, I would.
Are you talking about like room sales, or are you talking about you got a
is
table?
is this going to be like at a super discount, Doc? Like, you know,
10 cents fish.
well,
Sure,
you know,
you
just
brought
like
some.
maybe buying you a beer kind of thing. Sure, Doc, bring them.
Yeah, I would say bring 'em.
I'll take some.
Do some room swaps. That's always a good deal.
That's something that needs started up there.
We
I
got to
got
get
all
a
that.
list,
Cool.
man. We'll
When
start a
we did
list.
that at the Triple Crown, I didn't feel right doing it. I'm gonna tell you what, you found some awesome stuff.
Yep.
Oh, the room sales.
My
up there.
last, oh, man, I'd be nervous of bringing, like Alishon just said, about my tricolor. I guess he means my shark, my bala shark, into the Clash show. I'd be scared to do that. That thing he's a big guy.
I had a pleco I was gonna bring.
I'd be afraid something would happen to him.
I
And
mean,
then I'd be really
there was
upset.
guys had whole fish stores set up in their bedrooms. They
Yeah,
had the tanks running and everything at the Triple Crown.
at the Triple Crown, that was great.
I mean, you
Crazy.
walked in and there was full setups. They had racks.
Yeah, yeah. The one dude had it set up like he had nets, he had fish food, he had everything, man. It was pretty cool. That's where I got my Tapajos, my Geos from.
Lumpy Dog wants to know if they're gonna be feeder discus. So that's all I got. Jason, for the people who couldn't make your stream this morning, you want to tell them what you got?
Yeah, I got the only live goods I got. Well, I mean, I got plants, but as far as animals, whatever, I guess snails or animals. Yes, I got snails. I got piano snails. They're kind of like a rare snail, I guess.
Piano.
Piano snails. They're I forget what the scientific name was. Something. I'll look it up.
It's on
I have
the
it. It was on the bag, but I took a picture. I actually took a video of it because I couldn't. I knew I would forget, and I'd lose the bag. But yeah, I got snails. I got 6 of them, so I split them up into 2 different tanks. Supposedly they're really good at eating blackbeard algae. I'll get
That
back
was-
to you on that.
That was your selling point.
That was the selling point. Was the blackbeard
Are they
algae?
black racers?
No, they are Tiaia notocoides. And they are piano snails. They're live bearers.
And
Apparently they're rare.
Yep.
That's
They
what the
are
bag
rare.
says. She had 2
You know,
bags.
that's
I almost
it.
bought them both, but I kind of. And then I went back later, and the other bag was
Skull.
gone. So
Oh, forgot to tell you, the Benet kind of twisted that cell too. He pulled
Oh,
him
why?
over because she was telling him about it. Oh, I gotta get Jason.
oh yeah. As soon as he mentioned the blackbeard, he's like, I know a guy. They like to
I
eat
said, I know
blackbeard.
about a 4.
Jason, I don't know if you'd know what to do if you didn't have tanks full of BBA.
I know. Maybe I would actually grow other plants.
You know, it's kind of like
Oh.
It's your
when
thing.
you're good at something, stick with it.
She did say something that, in order for she tries to actually grow BBA to feed these guys, I guess snails like this, and she says that she adds a lot of iron to the water, and then she can get the BBA to grow. So maybe that's my problem. I got a lot of iron in the water.
That's why I have BB-8. My water's full of iron.
Interesting.
Where I have it, it's well. I mean, all my water's got iron in it, but where it's a little out of control, it's because it's the iron in the water.
Well, I just
Oh,
learned something.
there's got to be a way to get at. I mean, iron's
I just
magnetic, right?
put SAEs and nerites in my tank and let them go to town. Oh, you know
Yeah.
the other ones that are good at it?
I'm a big fan of Nerites.
Gara Rufa. They'll clean a tank of BBA like nobody's business. Put
I
like
have
3 of
Gara
them in it.
Rufas.
It'll be gone in a week.
Yeah, come to think of it, that tank really doesn't have a BBA problem. It's got a green spot algae problem. I do have some Spilotas too, but there's a little bit of BBA in there.
That's
What'd he say?
You need 6,000 snails to eat all that BBA.
Well, good thing they're live bears. Hopefully they're going to ramp up. I'll become the
eating all
piano
that.
snail king in the process.
Hello, Jess. They'll be
morning.
eating all that.
Afternoon.
And we got Skull here today too. How you doing, Skull? What plants did you get?
I got that Bulbitis on the wood. That was actually a really nice piece. It was like a small leaf or a thin leaf Bulbitis. I don't know what you call it. Narrow leaf Bulbitis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some Subwassertang. I put that in a tank. I don't know how that's going to do for me. And fairy moss? That's what that stuff was called? It's like a floater. It looked almost kind of like duckweed or salvinia, like a type of salvinia, but it was almost like a clover leaf thing. But it was more, I don't know what the...
That wasn't
like
the Christmas moss, was it?
No, I got Christmas moss too from that same woman. But I bought that bag of it was called fairy moss. It looks like almost like little well, 3-leaf clovers. But a more like salvinia, you know how salvinia's got that rougher leaf look to it,
Yeah.
crinkled look kinda. It's kinda like that. She said it does great in ponds, so that's what I did. I stuck it outside my tub. See how it does. It looked cool. It was like kind of really cool looking plant. So, but it's kind of like a duckweed, I guess, some sort of floater.
Oh. It's like a Zola, but it's smaller.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
You're right. They call it fairy moss.
Fairy moss.
It was the lady outside, wasn't it?
How much was the Christmas moss, and how much did you pay? It was like a little a pillow. We used to buy
It
them.
wasn't much at all, was it?
It was $5. Same.
$5,
It was
right?
it was a nice little baggie full.
Yeah, the
for
portions were
$5.
good on the bagged plants.
Yeah.
I was surprised
They
how much
really were.
Tang was in that little baggie that guy was selling.
Yeah, that's and that was like what, $8 or something like that for
yeah,
that.
$7 or $8
Yeah,
for that.
$7.
one.
Yeah, that
It
was
a
actually
good
$7.
portion.
Well, that lady outside had a large fish bag full of Java moss, and it was $10.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the
I
one
mean,
that
it
was
was
selling the other moss.
Java moss.
Heck
Hey,
yeah,
look.
man.
If I would have had that 100-gallon set up outside in the ground already,
Bunny
everybody.
has a bunch.
Is
Nice.
that, what was that one plant that dude was selling, Benet? It was the Doc knows this one too. The pawns. He had the hornwort.
The feather, it got feather in the name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I
That
saw
gentleman's
it.
always at the swap too, because he always had dragonstone and a lot of wood.
It's like a needle-like leaf, right? Like really like
Yeah.
lots of them, almost like a
pretty,
tail.
very pretty.
Come on, Doc. I know you know this because you told me about it not too long ago.
Damn it! I remember seeing that.
There it
too.
is.
Parrot feather.
Parrot
Yeah, already.
feather, yep.
Yeah. That was it.
Hello, Jude.
I knew it had feather.
Parrot feather.
Exactly.
Well, then at the end, he's like, "Hey, do you guys want any of this?" And I was like, "Man, I ain't got no money," so I didn't even. I said, "No, I'm good, bud." He probably would have just gave it to us because he was just trying to, say,
Yeah, they didn't want to bring the bucket stuff home. So they, after you guys left, they came out and Blake was like, "I'll take it." And Blake took a bag home and gave it to a couple other people.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing that, or I would have took it and I would have put it in a tank until
Well, yeah,
we won't keep working on that.
before they broke down, I was walking by. They're like, "Here, take. You want this?" And I'm like, "I have no money left." They're like, "Just take it." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." Apparently, they have a YouTube channel.
Who is this?
It was the guy in the yellow shirt. He had the wood, and the stone.
And he had those backgrounds. Remember those rubber
He had-
background
Yeah.
doors?
Yes.
And then all the
Yeah.
stuff under the table they had too.
Yeah, you had a lot of good. I bought. Well, actually, I brought. You just reminded me. I got stuff that I never even took out of the car. I got I got hardscapes. Hang on, I'm gonna go get that.
Oh,
It's funny because I still have tanks sitting in my truck too.
I do too.
Because I got another project I'm going to be doing with fish here soon that I needed some smaller tanks, like another 5-gallon and a 10. But yeah, I was like, man, and then I got a 20-gallon one for $2. It just needs resealed.
I almost
still
wish I
better.
bought that lady's heaters.
Which one? The old ones? The old school ones? Or
The OG heaters from back in the day.
The woman out, she had like all the CJ heaters out front and the
Oh,
boxes
yeah.
still.
yeah, it's
I
the one
was
where you
like-
got the protein skimmer from, I believe.
Yes, she showed up late.
But the other guy next
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, look, I figured he might have gotten them, and I didn't go back.
It's the other thing. I got
There were
was,
still 2 left.
I had like $3 left on me at that point. I wasn't gonna say, hey, can I have all these for $3?
Oh no, I got that one 5-gallon off wheel on bow front for $5.
Yeah, you got a hell of a discount on that.
Yeah, that was wild. They were like $30 on
What?
filters.
Well, that's right. Fish Rumor got a $2 tank. He's saying it's holding water.
It is. He sent me a picture. Yeah. I got to see about that 30-gallon I got. I'm still gonna reseal it though, probably.
I'd still reseal it.
It's not
No, well, here's the story.
my 30-gallon. I would.
The story was this guy, we'll call it a barn find, okay? There was this person that had a bunch of fish tanks in his shed, so he went and got them all. And some of them, you could tell they needed it. The problem is, it probably been sitting in that shed for God knows how long. And from the heat, it's going to break that silicone down with no water in it.
Steve cleaned his up nice. His looked almost brand new. He did a good job with his.
What's this? The tank you got?
Yeah. Cleaned it up. Sent me a picture. Looks really good. I was like, oh man, got me
They were
motivated.
giving away T-shirts too, man.
Yeah, they were.
Got a ton of these things.
Yeah, I got a couple of those too.
This might be too
The
good.
reason why
They're very nice.
I got
They're
some
really
news
nice.
for you.
The reason why
maybe
they
get-
were giving them away is because it had like a little spot on it.
Some of them were regular. Some of them had like three sleeves. You know, it was okay.
Yeah, 3 sleeves.
No, they had like some of them had nothing wrong with them. Nose tangs. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
them.
exactly. I don't think there was anything wrong with
They were
these.
just fine.
I think some of them might have gotten like whatever dripped on that just needed to be washed.
I didn't see that one. That's a heck of a sponsor for the Clash too. That store.
Cichlids. Do it for Delaware.
So while you're talking about tanks, I may be getting one of those big Fluval Flexes. What is that?
Oh, nice.
32 with the light and for nada.
What?
Wow.
Who'd
Guy
you beat
did-
up for
it's
that?
got no
Nice.
filtration in it. The
Oh,
filters,
you-
everything in that back box is gone. You
So
want
what?
to get rid of it?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect.
He just said, "Look, he's got too many tanks. He wants to get rid of it. He's in the Raleigh Aquarium Society." He said it was anybody who wanted it, and I told him, I said, "Well, I'm going to the meeting Thursday. Do you want to bring it?" He said, "Sure."
Man.
Even if I don't use it, I'll just put it away. It's basically like that tank I had to sell at Triple.
Oh yeah, dude, that was.
It's
Oh, what?
basically that tank.
How awesome was that, man? I wish you
Listen,
could have taken that, man. I,
I was trying so hard to get that in the bed of my truck.
that was a nice tank.
So
That was
it
a nice
beautiful tank. You know that setup goes for almost $800.
Yeah, that was a nice tank.
Yeah, right.
What's up, Mike?
Anyway, here's the rock I got from that guy that you reminded me I had in my car. It was $5. I don't know. It's like it almost kind of like lava rock, but no holes. It's just kind of dimpled.
He came from the moon.
It kind of looks. It's very heavy.
Probably an asteroid.
Could be from the moon. That'd be cool. Moon
If
rocks.
your fish start glowing at night, you know why.
Start growing legs and want to
That's it.
take over the world.
Be like Stranger Things, D'Artagnan.
So that pump, you can get that pump that's normally in there for real cheap. and then
It's
just get the sponge filter.
It's basically I don't even need to put sponge in there. Or I can. I put some sponge and some polishing cloth in it. Good to go.
Yeah, and just got like even like a little stupid fountain pump would work or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
You know
all
what I
it
mean?
needs.
All he needs water to
going
move.
for the
It's gonna
return.
work.
And I get some. I've got biomedia. I just throw some bags of that in there on top of the filter, the sponge. Good to go.
That is a freaking score, man. That tank's wow.
Yeah, it's with that Megaflex.
Mega flex.
Megaflex.
I forgot to ask. I guess Eduardo's probably not here, but his sister bought like a ton of those tickets for that blue ball spec that were raffling off yesterday at the end. I wonder if they won. She won.
No, she did
No.
not.
She did not. Oh
No.
my god! Dude, she bought like $50 worth of tickets, and there was
Well,
only like
if-
10 tickets in that thing.
Well, no, because after you left, some people showed up, and started buying tickets.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. Kind of even. the odds a
It
little.
was actually a club member, another club member. He did win it, but I was messing with Blake. I said, yeah, she said she's going to donate it to me. He goes, you jinxed her. I said, actually, no, I was trying to help her out because her brother jinxed her. Because when we sat down there at the table, he's like, yeah, she's going to win this tank anyway.
I know he did say that. Like, ooh, that's some bad karma you're throwing out there, buddy.
That was a fail.
Oh well, that's the odds, right?
So,
So Lefty, what did you get? What did you pick up, Lefty?
Lefty came down, and he was not going to buy anything. We'll start with
Driving
that.
2 hours. You're not buying anything.
He drove 5 hours, not 2.
He
Ooh.
he drove 5 hours just to hang out with everybody and not buy anything. Tell us how well that went for you.
Well, the vice president ended up twisting my arm, and I ended up buying some fish and some plants and bringing them home. But yeah, I got some. Small World Aquatics convinced me to go back and try guppies again. So she had some purple Moscows she was selling, so I got a pair of those. She had some more Gardner Eye killifish, so I got another duo of those. And then I got 3 different kinds of boosted plants. I got a red type, a Godzilla red, and then a sparkle blue.
Godzilla.
Then I was given some Rickia. They were like, oh, it opens up and it carpets. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. They gave me a hornwort too, so I got some of that. And then I bought one of those variegated Anubias that you got too, because I've been looking at them forever and finally saw it. I was like, oh, I'm getting one.
He had 3 different ones. It was the Pinto,
The Nina and the Santa Maria.
No,
Yeah.
didn't we go through that
Actually,
already? Didn't we go through that already?
It was getting. I was thinking he was going that way when he started,
Oh man.
but there was a jade one, and then
Yeah,
it was like
pinto
a
beans,
marble.
actually.
Is that which one? Did you get the marble one?
Pinto
I got the
beans.
variegated one that's
Pretty
it's green with white, but I got one that was mostly white with some green speckles. I got his card here. I'm just gonna look it up on Facebook and see what they're called.
Kirk just did a short on it on his Fishy Months channel. I saw it today. It was something. Man, my memory. I do remember the short, but I don't remember what the name was.
Oh, you talking about that rare plant that he got?
No, he did a short on the vendor that was at the.
Oh yes, it was Koshin.
That's it. Yep.
Coach,
Yep.
coach, yeah,
Aquaculture.
aquaculture.
Yep, there it is. That's
Yeah,
the
that
exact.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really
He
cool
showed
guy.
me.
On
It was
Facebook,
cool.
he does a lot of sales on Facebook of plants. So
He's super
Nice.
knowledgeable,
And-
man. Like super knowledgeable.
And his prices ain't that bad.
no, that wasn't
No.
a bad price because the variegated stuff is usually really expensive.
Yeah, he
Really?
has some nice stuff, man. I don't even know what he had.
Variegated plants grow much slower than green or red.
Yeah, nice sized plants. I mean, just lush green. I mean, they were green, they were red, they were super red. Really nice.
Misha?
Saw that. Michelle.
Mhm.
Michelle Christo.
Oh, she's making us spaghetti.
I don't know.
Did you read the rest of it? Been
Michelle.
struggling with motivation in the hobby, kind of in a funk.
Get a
Anyone
ball.
have things? Oh yeah, I forgot to show that picture on the stream. this
Start a
morning.
ball.
So, yeah, try something different.
Well,
go looking, searching for a different kind of fish, because that's what helped me. Something it's because I got in that funk not too long ago, and then I just started looking at different fish like care species types, like the Gideids, and some live bears, and it got me back into it. And then just talking to other people about stuff that they have, it may interest you, and it may bring it back.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just sit there and I'll stare at the tank for a while, right? And then it'll just be like, all right, well, I don't like this about that tank. Maybe I should just rescape it. You know, might not be the whatever. Just might need to make the tank something you want to look at and get your hands in. I guess I don't know. It's a hard question.
BBA.
Exactly. Forget, right? It could be out. It's just a lot of frustrating things that can happen. It could just be it doesn't look good. It's all algae mess, moldy mess.
That's funny.
Whatever. Yeah,
So, Benet, what did you get?
Well, honestly, I wasn't planning on much. I was coming out to hang out with you guys. You know what I like to come do. But I heard Steve was coming, Mr. Fish Rumor, and Steve's a very good breeder of fish. Rainbow's an angelfish, and I'm an angelfish nut. So I asked him if he had some koi angels, and he did. So he brought some up for me, and they're just gorgeous. So that was it. That's all I got. That and a lot of good memories.
We did have a pretty damn good time.
Oh, dude, it was a lot of laughing. It was a great time. It was fun. I wish it was a bigger turnout. I was hoping.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it was free food. You know what I mean? There's food, grilling, good people, good vendors. But still, at least it was still good people there.
Yeah, you got.
a lot.
What was nice about it this time is in January, it felt like we got to talk with the vendors a lot more. Carol, what was her store name? The Betta lady.
Carol Shin.
Yeah, she had some different Corys that we haven't seen. There was this one that had checkerboard on it. There was another one.
Bettas. You said Corey's.
I meant Bettas. It had like checkerboard on it. Then there was another one. She says, "Look, it looks like it has a flower on the side of it." She had a wild caught one too that was there, but it was nice because I felt like we got to get to know the vendors a lot better. It wasn't like quick, got to learn a lot. I learned a lot of stuff from them, especially Mike and his brother.
Listen, man, him and Wesley, they're just really cool guys too. Because I was laughing a lot. I hung out for a long time with them, just talking angels and rainbows and whatnot too. But they're just really cool guys. Everyone was approachable, But they're very good guys, very good breeders too.
Oh,
Barbecue was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was good food. Barbara Day was there. She was selling some planes and some fish. I did buy some frog bit off of her, put it in my pond outside.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And then
right.
this morning, I went and checked on that frog bit and found something.
Frogs?
No. Yeah, they were perched. They
turned into frogs.
Yeah, them little shits turned into frogs. No, actually, I got fried.
Oh.
I have a tricolor Medaka rice fish in there.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Daryl. Cool.
They came from Mo Betta from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And they're doing great.
Nice.
That,
These are Medaka rice fish?
yeah. Medakas.
Yeah.
Like,
he has some amazing rice fish.
there was some of the, I almost dropped the smaller aquatic had those blue sparkle
Mm-hmm.
rice fish. I almost bought them. I should have bought them. I regret not buying them.
I actually do too, because I was going to buy a bag myself. It was one of them things, like, I kept just walking around, and every time I looked at that bag, I'm like,
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, what am I going to do with rice fish? I mean, I have two open tanks now.
And I had $40 left over. And then that lady right inside the door, that lady right inside the door, she goes, I saw her have that sign. It said 75% off. And I was there just looking. And I was like, all right. I said, well, how much is this going to be for a bag? She goes, what are you talking about? Buy two, get one. I said,
Done.
came home with 12 fish. They're small. They stay small anyways. That's what I really like about them. But yeah, they're all doing great. I was like, man, well, I ain't getting them Madockies now.
That's true.
Aussie.
You know, I don't even think I looked at her table.
Whose table?
The one right by the door. I didn't look at the one right by the door or the axolotl table.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I
look at
skipped the
I was
axolotls,
like,
man.
I always look at them, but I'm like, I like them, but like, do I want one?
Daughters
I feel like this is something we should be
You need
cooking
it.
and eating.
You need. It's like setting up a saltwater tank if you're getting an axolotl. You need chillers and all sorts of crap.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, you just got to keep
Well,
it
listen,
cool.
if you're in North Carolina, you need a chiller.
Yeah. In the tobacco country, you know what I mean? It's a heat there.
All right, you got a point there. Okay, I got you.
You need a chiller. So since you guys are talking about little fish, I got to populate that bowl. I'm thinking either
Ooh.
CPDs,
Nice.
what the hell is it? The Glow Danios, the Chopra,
Oh, right. The Chopra.
and maybe either or White Clouds,
My clouds are.
because it's unheated. I mean, it's basically it's room temperature. So right now the air conditioning is running. It's probably the warmest it's ever going to be. It's about 73 degrees, and when we go to winter, I cut the heat down to 68.
When we talking, we use rice fish. I mean, you could do that too, right?
It's
Those are
it's
cool
an
water
almost.
fish.
It's not quite 5 gallons. So and I think I want to put some shrimp in it too. I'm running so it's not a straight Wallstead. I'm running a bubbler in it. I have one of the co-op USB pumps running a bubbler, and I put gravel in it, and it's got some wood. But otherwise, it's soil base. I got about 2 inches of gravel sitting over that, and then I plant it into it.
Chili rasboras, some
Yeah, but it's unheated.
It's true. That is
It's
true.
unheated. The raspberry, I was thinking about rasboras. I was even thinking about like ruby tetras, because I have some upstairs, but it's an unheated tank, and right now it's at its warmest. It's probably too cold for them.
So what's the temperature right now?
Probably, and I got to guess if it's sitting at room temperature, it's about 74. And it's going to go in the winter. It goes down. I basically did during the winter for as long as it is here, for 6 weeks. The house is at like 68.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be.
Because I can't stand a hot house in the winter. I mean, warm is okay. If we need it cold warmer, I turn on a gas fireplace.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for something. I add that water is actually. I took I tested it this morning. It looks like I'm actually going to be able to keep shrimp in it.
Cool.
Because I think the soil underneath is letting out some KH. So it's actually, normally I struggle to get it up to 40 on the co-op strips. It's like 80. So it's double what I'm normally at.
Interesting. Yeah, so rice fish, I guess, could probably go in that bowl too if you wanted to do that. That would be. The
That's awful.
Danios would be cool. That definitely would be cool.
Me personally, I
Somebody
would go with Daniels.
Yeah.
Muppy Dog said the white clouds will probably reproduce in there, but everything else will eat their fry.
I don't care. I mean, it's by the time this thing, I mean, it's got a lot of plants in it, and once these things fill out, if they produce in there, they're not finding these fry until they come out. Because I have dwarf sag in there. I got some crypt parva. I've got Ludwigia. I got some boosts in there, and I've got this stuff called. Oh, I do have some Wendetii in there, but I've got this stuff I saw, Ligandra metaboldii. It's from India. It's a pink red leaf plant. So like in a normal tank, it'd be like mid level. In this thing, it's going to cover the whole top.
Yeah. You're welcome. There is another thing that's going to be coming up next weekend that may spark your interest too, because of what is brought is different type of fish.
That's not next weekend. It's 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. Man, I can't get my dates.
I was like, what? Man,
Anyways,
that's
the
quick.
dates right
What's
there is
going on?
July 15th at
That
8
is
p.m.
fourth hit.
I need more sleep.
I was like, ooh.
That may spark your interest too to get you back fired up. Now, this is a good question right here. So Nathan's having a hard time getting his water temperature down. Out of the tap, it's at 79. His tank is at 76. Is that too much of a temperature change for the fish?
Heck no, man.
No.
I think so.
No.
I don't think
I
so.
draw in that discus tank. I go from it usually runs 84.
Yeah.
By the time I'm finished with the water change, it's down to 80. But then the cories start to spawn.
I do my water changes. My tanks usually run 78, 77-ish. And when I'm done my water changes, sometimes they're down to 73, 72 and a half. So they get a little cold.
Just don't do a 20-degree drop like I had happen, and then your fish try to die on themselves.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Yeah,
about
they can
that.
handle it short term. If it dips down
Just-
a little bit, I wouldn't worry. Like actually,
Watch
sometimes
yourself.
colder water changes are better. I think. And I usually
Well-
do like 30 to 40% water changes on a lot of my tanks, depending.
So here's the thing. It all depends on how much water you're changing. there,
Yes.
too. If you're doing a 25% water change, that is not going to fluctuate that much. Putting that 79 in with that 76, it may up it a degree.
Right.
Because I know whenever I'm going to kick my cories off,
Whoa.
you got to do a big water change at a very cold temperature for it to get down real quick.
Oh, I see. I'm just reading it backwards. His tap is warmer than his tanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Any cooler unless it sits overnight. Why is it coming? Is it just? I guess
Just
It's
warm down there, and the
very-
pipes are hot.
Yeah.
the groundwater is probably really warm because whatever the surface.
Nathan, where do you live?
He lives in Florida,
That'll do it.
That's,
and he's on town water, and they probably don't have the pipes deep enough.
exactly. It's like they don't need pipes that deep. I only need them a couple feet deep just so that you know
They
It's
got
not like
no
it's gonna-
cross line here.
they have not gonna freeze. All right, exactly.
Up here, they got to dig them down 6 foot deep,
Yep.
Sometimes
4
Depending.
to 6 foot deep.
Is that your frost line in PA?
usually 4 feet.
It's
Plus,
3, but
depending
you want to be down double that because
Yeah.
so in my house in Jersey, the water line came in at the lower blocks of my basement. So
Oh,
now
yeah,
the
there's
basement-
service.
The
Yeah.
basement is 8 foot, and the water line's coming in the lower block, so it's 7 feet below grade.
Yeah, but usually when they're running the mains through those streets and whatever, they're about 4 feet or 6 feet, depending on this 4 to 6 feet ish. They're shallower. I know a lot about this because this is what I work with. But the deepest pipes are the sanitary sewers, like the poop water.
Yep.
Those go like as deep as they can get them, and that's all calculated depending on a bunch of things. And then storms sewers go on the sides of the street usually, or wherever they need them. And then the shallowest ones are the water, the drinking water, potable water, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the whole thought process is if anything breaks, like the sewer pipe breaks, the sanitary sewer breaks, it's just going to leach down, right? It's not going to contaminate the drinking water if it's leaking too.
Yeah. And then if your water line's breaking, they're normally rated, but like here where I live, they run with. Is this a live stream or an intervention for Skipper? Only if you was up here acting like a dog.
Nice.
With your Mr. Magoo glasses. But anyways, like here, ours run with the water drains. And a lot of times,
Yeah,
if we
there.
get a water leak, that helps us find it. It's really weird how they have this town set up.
Yes.
Holy
Then
cow.
again, it is Pennsylvania.
Yes.
True.
And it's every county's different.
Every county's different. Yep, they have all different specs on how they run things.
Mhm.
Every township has their own engineer.
Oh, it's funny.
Nice.
Which Fanger?
Bangers.
At least I know I'm number one, Jimmy.
Danger, danger.
I appreciate it. Yeah. What's next? The Clash.
There's
All
the
right.
August swap.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
in,
Yeah, I know.
What
It's
is it?
in what, Mountain Town, PA? Is that what that's called? That place is.
Yeah,
called-
Mountain Top, PA's O'Shell.
Official.
Official.
Fish.
Official. Right.
Shell.
There you go.
Them guys are cool.
Man, I don't
Them
know
guys
what's
are
going on.
awesome. Very
It's a
nice
long
guys.
day though. It's 10 to 6.
Well, I guess you don't have to be there all day. It's an hour away for me. It's not that bad.
That one's actually closer for me. That's only 3 hours.
I don't know if I could make that. That's too far of a drive.
Yeah.
No, I thought about it, but I think I don't have that weekend off.
It's real close to Wilkes-Barre, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's pretty
What's
close.
up there then?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to
That's
actually
all
go
I'm
up
on
to their
top.
store. The one guy, I forget his name. He grew up around here where I'm from. And we started talking. He goes, "Do you know this guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't
Easy.
know him. I hate that."
Goons all know each other.
Well, there's something this month yet too.
Ain't no warning.
What are they calling that? The fish and brew?
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, the Corey and Cichlid is in Wisconsin this month.
That's the 15th. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
And the ACA, I believe.
Yeah, so
oh,
Nancy sees that pop up on my calendar. She goes, "When did you decide to go to that?" I said, "I didn't. It was a placeholder from last year."
Rye Guy Outdoors. Are you going to Keystone? Yes, I am going to the Keystone Clash.
No, I'm
Actually-
not. No, it's too far. I mean, to drive there, it's I think almost 20 hours drive.
To drive to the Keystone Clash? Are you serious?
No.
No.
No,
no.
That's like
Cataclysm.
Oh.
Keystone 8 hours.
Yeah. Are
I
you
could
going to the
probably
Keystone Clash?
put in- If she sleeps all the way, I can probably do it in 6. You know,
Everybody on this panel will be at the Keystone Clash.
Cool.
Makes it easier.
it's called bathroom breaks.
Oh,
Yes.
Hold your
Those
breath.
kill you.
Because she makes me stop at visitor centers,
Oh man, that's tough.
and then she takes
Oh.
every freaking map that there is. I says, "Didn't we get this the last time we were through here?" Oh, it's new.
Hilarious. It's awesome.
This is the new model. The maps,
I like that.
the roads have changed.
I like
this
that.
one in next April might be something to look at.
And he's
I'm
definitely
probably gonna
something
go
I think
since, in
we
my
should think
state.
about.
He said Matt brought this up at the beginning, and Alishon just did too. I was thinking about it. I haven't heard nothing about it. I haven't
What is
seen
it?
nothing on it.
NEC? What is that?
Yeah, I guess some friends.
Northeast
Northeast Council.
Yeah.
Is that a Teamsters union?
Yeah. pretty much. No.
well, sort of.
It's part of the Jedi Order.
Well, we're gonna now. I told you the rumors running around is the AGA is going to be in Raleigh this year or the next
Ooh.
one. So, and the Raleigh Aquarium Society is supposed to be hosting it. That's the scuttlebutt. So
That's the plant one, right? AGA?
yes,
Yeah. Cool.
that's the
cool.
scuttlebutt right now.
Do you have anything on that NEC one, Lefty?
I just posted the link for it in the chat.
Like, as I
Yeah.
said it, you did.
It's April 5th through 7th of next year. And
kinda
it's
creepy.
Yeah, hey,
in
that would
Groton, Connecticut.
Well, you have it listed as April 2023. That was this year.
Sorry, 2024. My bad.
That's it.
But yeah.
Hey, you go to the convention, then you can go take a joyride in one of the submarines.
Nah, you got to
Go
get
to the Titanic. You can
I was
go
gonna
to
say
the
go
Titanic.
visit the Titanic. Oh God,
Man, that's crazy. I sure the hell ain't doing that.
dude, you couldn't pay me to do that.
They're
That's all I gotta say. I am not good in small spaces, and that is like the definition of a nightmare for me. 2 hours down, 4 hours in that little, and then 2 hours back up. I would be I would be murdering people in that thing
Well,
for 45 minutes. Before it even imploded, I'd be killing everyone.
I don't know how I would be able to pull this off. Because I was thinking about going to the West Coast in March.
I like that idea too.
The West Coast, and when?
March.
West.
What's going on out in March?
Oh, just going out and visiting people.
Oh, I see.
The Huntington Beach crew, if possible. That would be nice.
For sure.
I'm sure Doc could find you a place to sleep.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah, there's a couple of go out there. That'd be cool to see, right?
You got a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'd go to California. Everything else they can keep.
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff out there.
What, you want to go see the stars on the sidewalk?
No, but they got but they got like redwood forests and stuff like that.
You do a lot of drinking in California.
Do that.
Yeah, I could understand why. Look at this little shit. Tell me the date. I'll make sure. No, I'm just coming and knocking on your door. I got your address. And I know if I send an email, your wife reads those emails too, and she'll make sure you stay in town.
Cruise director at work, Doc.
Come back again when you can't stay as long. Actually, that would be a good one to go to.
Where?
That one up in Connecticut.
Oh yeah. It's not probably it's not too far. What is Connecticut, like 3-4 hours probably?
This is on the eastern part of the state, though. It's probably a little bit longer for you.
Okay.
Trying to see. We'll see.
Let's see. Depends on how exactly.
Where I used to live in North Jersey,
That's 6 hours.
It was about a 3-hour drive, no traffic.
Wow.
When do we ever have no traffic, though?
That's what I'm saying. No traffic. I gotta go across New York. You gotta take. Eventually have to get on 95 to get the Mystic. So
Yes.
it is what it is. I try to avoid going avoid the Cross Bronx as much as I can, because that is just like you get off the GW bridge and it's parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah, you are in the dead heart of a city. Traffic lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter which way you go, you end up on 95.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Mystic is right off of 95. It's on the coast.
Yeah.
95 hugs the coast in Connecticut.
You could
Well-
do 287 to the Parkway like I do, but eventually you still got to go on 95.
Yep, it's still.
Yeah, you're doing on the other side of New York, though. That ain't bad. Because I'm looking at it. I'd do that. Holy cow, we got 2 minutes left.
You could run over.
Apparently the Catfish Convention's coming back to Burlington, Vermont next year, too.
Yep, they took it over.
That's a haul. Vermont.
Yeah, it is.
And that's in like November too. That's gonna be like snow.
Bring your snowmobiles, everybody.
I
Oh,
would love
yeah.
to have one of these major conventions just be within like a 3-hour drive of where I live.
Well, I can't complain. I got the Keystone Clash. That's not that far away.
Yeah.
I mean, for me to go out, like I said, I could probably do it in about 6-7 hours to get up there. But still,
Yeah.
I would much rather do a 3-hour drive than an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I did that 8-hour drive to Triple Crown. It wasn't bad.
Geez, that
It
drive
depends
wasn't
if you're
bad.
rolling, you know.
It was 11 for me, but yeah.
It
10
was
and a half, 11.
13. I'm not that I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah,
I
It was a haul.
I did it 2 days. I broke it up into, you know,
I
we
did it.
stayed in Ash. We drove 5 hours to Asheville, and then we drove the other
Yeah, I mean, I
6
get
up
it.
to Louisville.
I get it. When you get older, you got to take them breaks. I understand.
I don't take breaks. It's not me.
Oh, sure. Blame it on your wife.
It is, and she'll admit it.
7 o'clock, guys.
It is. It is.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you guys for being up on panel with me. Depths Unknown. Yo, Paulie, Lefty for coming out of hibernation, and Panay.
Part-time.
All the lurkers, the mods for posting some links and stuff. Guys participating in chat. Thanks for being here with us tonight with the Fish Swap recap. You got anything you want to say?
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
There you go. Second one falls. Cheese bag.
Couldn't have said it better.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.